So the other day, internet sensation Clavicular, he got pressed by a bunch of African Americans because Clavicular, he's in the looks maxing space. He's also in the red pill space. He was one of the people who was doing Roman salutes with Andrew Tate and Myron, friend of the show. You know, Clavicular has this thing where he just loves saying the N-word. I don't even think he's racist. I just think he likes to say it. He likes to be edgy. Now, I don't know what happened, what preceded this, but there was a bunch of African Americans in Miami who ran up on Clavicular and they had something to say about his usage of the word.
Chilling, bro. And I got thousands of niggas gotta come down.
My daughter black and my son black. He talking about black people, talking about my kids. Call me on my mama.
All right, brother.
Call me
you have to
talking
say.
about my kids.
Go ahead, man.
When you say black people,
go ahead.
And we got this, you know, so he's got his bodyguard here, his black bodyguard. Clavicular out here creating jobs. All right, let's get this.
You scared now, but gonna get in there. Oh, yeah.
Pussy
We'll bring the whole man and for you. Hey, look, man.
Yo, even his boy bounce, right? This bodyguard is standing in front of a bunch of dudes, right? To have one guy. I don't think these guys really wanted to fight. They just wanted to press him, right? Because they can take this guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think they can take this guy if they really wanted to. But he's probably armed. He's probably heavily armed. You know what? Maybe Clavicular is just way more famous than I ever been. But I never felt compelled to have a bodyguard. But maybe I'm just not as popular. So I don't got the internet going nuts. People, they hire bodyguards that look like me. Black and super strong. I'm everyone else's bodyguard when I'm walking amongst the public. You're never safer than when you're in my presence. All right, let's keep going.
I know.
You're not gonna do
Listen, bitch, nigga, you a trick, nigga.
Go ahead, bro.
Pussy buying ass, you a millionaire buying pussy, you a trick.
Go ahead,
We
chilling. We chilling, bro. Go ahead.
That goes on for who knows how long. And they don't like him saying the N-word. Here's the thing. I'm a big freedom of speech guy. I also understand that just because you can say something, it doesn't mean that you have to, right? Like, I can start calling gay people the F word. I can do all types of stuff, right? I can go into a church and start cursing. If I'm at court, I can start yelling and screaming at the judge. I can say whatever I want, right? But do I have to? And there's consequences, right? Here's the thing. Freedom of speech only means that you won't get arrested for what you say. You won't be prosecuted by the government. That's how it's written. That's how the language is. That doesn't mean there's not consequences. Like, I'm careful about my language here on YouTube because I'm in their house. I'm in YouTube's house. So I have to act accordingly, right? They can kick me out of their house. People get deplatformed for things they said. Yeah, I don't think it's cool because I'm an advocate of people's freedom of speech, but I still understand it, right? You know, YouTube is owned by Google and Google is not a government-owned company, right? They're independent, you know, so they can make their own rules and they can allow who they want on the platform, who they don't, right? So I'm not out here trying to break the rules because of freedom of speech, right? Because freedom of speech, the way it's written in the Constitution, works perfectly fine. I also have decorum, and he has his prerogative to say whatever you want, but there are consequences to it, right? And just because you can say something doesn't mean you should, doesn't mean it's cool, and it doesn't mean that people won't react a certain way. Like, do I care if somebody uses the N-word? I don't give a fuck about what anyone thinks. Honestly, let alone a 19-year-old, right? What a 19-year-old says has, you know, I'll forget it happened. Not saying I condone it or I think that, you know, he should go out saying it, but I think for his own well-being, if it were me, I would at least expect people to react a certain way. I hear white guys, I've been hearing this my whole life. Yo, man, if y'all can say it, why can't we say it? What I always tell them is, brother, you can say whatever you want. The reason you say that you can't say it is because you're afraid of the consequences. So you should just tell the truth. It's not that you don't have the ability to say it, is that you fear the ramifications of saying it. And Clavicular clearly doesn't. He's like, yo, man, yeah, he wants to smoke. And again, he's an influencer. I don't even believe he's racist. I think he likes to say it because it's like, it's edgy, right? You know, he says that he'll stick out in the algorithm. A lot of people get mad, which actually boosts him in the algorithm. I understand why he uses that strategy, you know, rage baiting, basically, you know, or showing that he's edgy. And that's going to get him more fans and more following. And I'm not trying to diss this dude. When I was his age, I was doing far worse things. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a goddamn angel compared to me at age 19. I was fucking maniac. What I would say to you, if you're one of these people who's one free speech evangelists, free speech is working just fine. Nobody's getting arrested for anything they say. But people will react. Other humans will react. And you got to be either cool with that, or maybe you should just act with some decorum, right? If it doesn't benefit you the way it benefits him, maybe you should act with some decorum. Have respect for others, right? Freedom of speech exists, but I don't go around deliberately disrespecting people just because I can, or saying things that I would find disrespectful. As far as white people saying the N-word, the reason why a lot of people get so offended by it is because it can be interpreted a way that's negative. For example, we have open carry gun laws in Florida. You can walk around with a goddamn bazooka on your back and just walk around Biscayne Boulevard and it's legal. Maybe not a bazooka, but you can walk around with an AR-15 on your back. We have open carry, or you can walk around with the fucking, like it's the Wild West with a gun holster exposed, and you have the right to do that. But I don't, because I understand how that can be interpreted. And out of respect for other people and decorum, I don't walk around with my fucking guns out. I got a concealed carry permit for a reason, right? Because I'm not trying to make people uncomfortable deliberately. I don't need to do that because I have decorum, respect, and tact. I just suggest you guys do the same, right? You know, it could be, if you're a white guy and you're walking around saying the N-word, you have the right to say it. And even if you don't mean it in any malice, it can be interpreted in a way that people will find offensive and or disrespectful. If I were you, if I was a white man, I would refrain from doing it, not because I'm scared of what other people would say or because I don't want to get canceled, just because I don't need to deliberately offend people just because. I don't know what the benefit of that, right? We have open gun carry in Florida, but if I go to church, I'm not going to have the motherfucking AR-15 on my back because that can be interpreted a certain way and it may make people uncomfortable, right? So I have the right to do that. I definitely have the right to do it, but why would I deliberately make people uncomfortable just because? Unless, of course, I wanted to have a viral moment. If all I cared about was views or I just wanted to get famous, that would be a good way, right? Now, here's the thing. A lot of you guys want to say whatever you want, right? You want to say crazy shit and maybe you don't feel the same way as me. Maybe you feel like, man, I'll just say anything anytime I want. I'll curse in church, you know, because of freedom of speech. I can curse in church. If I'm in court, I can start cussing and saying N-word and F-word and acting crazy just because. Hey, listen, you had the prerogative to do that. There might be consequences, but you got to understand that, like, class is not a weakness. Being respectful from others is not a weakness. And a lot of the ultra conservative or red pill space, they're trying to get you to believe that masculinity means demeaning people or being offensive, and any sort of compassion is weakness or beta. Like being compassion for the feelings of others is beta. I don't adhere to that. And again, I have a different background in Clavicular, you know, so I go out of my way to put people at ease, because if I don't, I know I can come across kind of frightening. Like if I walk into a place with a mean face on, I have the right to do that, but it might put people on edge, right? Because fucking bald black guy with tattoos, 6'2" rip. If I walk into a place and I'm all mean and I got this face on, it may put people on edge. So I deliberately go out of my way to put people at ease, man. When I walk in places, I smile, I say what's up to people, say what's up to security guards, police officers, everybody, because I wanted to put them at ease. Like, hey man, I'm not a threat. I'm not here to hurt anyone. He may not have ever had the experience where people viewed him as a threat everywhere he goes, where that's my life. That's my life now, and it's always been my life. So maybe we come at it. So I've trained myself to be respectful and classy, actually make people feel at ease everywhere I go, right? Because I have no desire to scare, frighten, or disrespect strangers. And it's not because I'm beta or a liberal. My NRA memberships definitely says I'm not a liberal, right? But I have respect, tact, class. I'm also not going to try to go viral at all costs, right? So there's that part of it too. He wants to go viral at all costs, and he's accomplishing that. He's doing a really great job of that, right? If your goal is to go viral at all costs, few people are doing it better than him. For me, I don't know if I would respect myself if I was doing that. Now, if you want to say whatever you want and you don't want to get worried about being canceled and you don't want to worry about getting fired from your job or kicked off the internet, but then you need to have your own infrastructure. The reason Clavvicular could do that because he works for himself. He ain't got no job, right? You go around saying that shit and you work at the bank, right? They're going to let you go. unless your bank is the Robert E. Lee Confederate Bank of America, all right, and then you'll probably get promoted, right? But if you work at a regular fucking company, they're going to let you go for that shit, man. They don't need that smoke. So if you want to just say whatever you want, you got to have your own infrastructure. That's why it's important to have your own business so nobody can fire you from. I got a free guide to show you how to start your own business so you can say what you want, man. Freedom of speech. And the link is in the description. It'll show you how to grow your online fitness business using AI. I've helped over 15,000 people grow successful online fitness businesses. Nobody in the space has helped more people do that. I made my first $1 million as an online trainer, and I ain't have to answer to no one, right? I'm not disrespectful, but I rarely wear sleeves. I do what the fuck I want. Unless I'm in like church or talking to a police officer, or I'm at my son's school talking to the teachers. I'm not gonna say, man, fuck that shit, nigga. We out here doing it. Right? I mean, freedom of speech exists, but I still act with decorum. But when I'm on my own platforms doing my own shit, I say whatever I want, right? And I can do that because I got my own business. If you want to have your own business, you have real freedom. Click the link in the description, download that ebook. It'll set you on that path, brother. All right.